Hello, this is Kenneth Breaker, and this is the first of reviews. I guess I'm gonna call them drive-by reviews. I just came out from not too long ago from seeing the new Scarlett Johansson movie that just came out not too long ago called what is it called? Underskin. Oh, let me and I apologize beforehand about the audio quality because I'm obviously on the road. And I'm in my vehicle on my way home. But as far as the movie, I'm going to do a review and then maybe a synopsis. But I have to warn you, the synopsis isn't probably going to be that great. But as far as the movie is called Under the Skin. And it stars Scarlett Johansson. And before I actually saw the movie, the only thing I didn't know too much about it because I didn't really know it actually existed until I saw another YouTuber's review. But basically, going into the film, the only thing I knew about it was or I heard about it was Scarlett Johansson was in it, and she was going to play a possible alien, maybe a possible alien that was picking up strangers or whatever or whatnot, I think. So that's pretty much all I knew about the movie going into it, and I don't want to spoil it, at least in this, because this is just a non-spoiler review. At least I'm gonna try to. So I'm not gonna comment on if that's what the movie is really actually about, or if that's 100% accurate. I'll try not to. But that's what going into the film. That's basically what I thought. That's basically what I thought I was, getting myself into. Right off the bat, before I went into the movie, the only thing I knew was that it's a possible alien film, and it was going to be like similar to, what do you call it, to the year 2000 or a Space Odyssey. Excuse me, the year 2000, a Space Odyssey. That's the only thing I knew, and I have to say, as far as the Space Odyssey thing, I would probably have to agree. It's probably, if you're not familiar with 2001: Space Odyssey, it's one of those. It's really like I guess you could say, an art piece type of film. Really, really artsy. Really artsy type of film. Well, maybe not artsy, but it was really, it's a really weird type of film, and I guess I have to say that's pretty accurate of this film. Right off the bat, as far as my opinion of the film, I was really confused. I was really confused coming out of the theater. I was also kind of disappointed and bored. I was actually bored watching it. I was kind of bored and interested at the same time. I mean, I wasn't really interested, but I also wanted to know how it would end, and so that's why I said I was bored and interested at the same time. But coming out of the theater, even I noticed a few other moviegoers that came out right after me. They said it was a waste of money or something like that. I have to warn you, like I said, it's one of those types of movies that you have to analyze and that you have to watch more than once. I'm not sure how, because this is the first of many, hopefully many movie reviews for the channel. But I would say I don't want to start using a standard scale. I'd rather have a scale where I tell you guys, it's not a watch, it's a rent, or go. Is it a go and watch, or is it a wait to see, or don't watch at all. So with I guess that type of scale, go and watch it, wait to see it, or don't watch at all. I guess I would. It depends on what type of person that you are. If you like these type of films, where you have to watch it multiple times, and it's real artsy. If you like the type of film that 2001 Space Odyssey was, especially the last 20-30 minutes of that film with the colors and stuff like that, there's a couple things that are like that, or scenes that are similar to that in this film. If you like those type of films, I guess I would say, yeah, it's a definite go and see, go and watch. But I would say my personal opinion is either A, no, it's not a watch. Not that it's either not a watch, or most likely wait until it comes out on TV or HBO. I personally would not, chase this movie down. I can't really tell if I liked it or not, because I guess there's so much. I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of symbolism in this movie. Like, for example, the movie with I can't remember his name. What's the movie called? Only God Forgives. I've never actually seen that movie, but I know that there's a bunch of symbolism, and you need to pull that movie apart and whatnot. I think it's one of those types of films. Only God Forgives. If you did not like that movie, you probably wouldn't like this movie. As far as my review, I would say the movie was well done. The movie's really kind of dreary and I guess melancholy. Are the words that pop up in my head. Very muted colors, very dull setting. I believe it's set in somewhere in Scotland. If it's not Scotland, because I heard Scotland pop up in the film. If it's not Scotland, I would say, if it's not Scotland, they were either in Scotland on partially in part of the movie, or it's within 500 to 1,000 miles in that. It's basically in that area of the world. It's Scotland, Greenland, or the UK, or the Netherlands, or Switzerland. It's basically in that area of the world. And Scarlett Johansson, her character, she has like a maybe British accent. She speaks English, but she definitely has an accent. I would say the movie, as far as it was shot, I guess it was shot well. I wasn't really a fan of this the cinematography. I'm not saying that it was bad. It wasn't that alluring. It wasn't that attractive. So I wasn't really a fan of I guess you could say the shots or the cinematography and the setting. Maybe that's what they were going for. That really dull, muted, sad, depressing kind of feeling. If that's what they were going for, I think they hit that on the spot. But I would say I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to watch, because I really don't feel like analyzing it and taking it apart. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to watch another YouTuber's synopsis of it. I'll give you after this review, I'll post or towards the end of this review, I'll post another video about this movie, a quick synopsis right after this of what I think of the meaning or symbolism. I'll warn you, it's not going to be that great, but I'll definitely give you that. Again, I would say that this is this movie is a definite wait on DVD or television. I would not chase this movie down. It's a wait or it's a miss. I don't think I'll wait and reserve judgment. So my final verdict. Excuse me. My final verdict is it's a wait. I would until I see the symbolism or watch another. Listen to someone's another person's synopsis of this film. I'm going to wait until I think I fully understand what they were going for, and if I don't like it, then I guess I'll just say it's a miss. But right now, it's a definite it's a definite wait. A few more things about the movie. There is nudity. I would say I guess you could say it's explicit because there's genital. There's genital shots, mostly of men. Me personally, I'm not really a big fan of like nudity in movies because to me personally it just slows it down. But there, like I said, there is nudity. Um, at at first, it's pretty much all male nudity. But then there's some female nudity in it. So that's a warning. I wouldn't, if you, I wouldn't, bring any kids to see this movie. One, because they definitely wouldn't understand it. And two, I guess the nudity and the sex scenes. There's one. I think there's one sex scene. I don't want to say it's not graphic or explicit, but then in a certain type of way it is. But so if you're a parent, or if you're, I guess, a Christian, if you don't want to see that, have that stuff in your head. As far as a Christian review, probably a miss. You might want to miss this. There's not. I guess until you see the symbolism, but it's pretty much your run of the mill artsy nudity / movie or whatever. What else? It is English. The English is a little hard. Some of the actors or characters in the film, they're a little hard to understand. And a note about that. Before I saw this film, I saw that I forgot his name, Chris. I think his name is Chris. That YouTuber that does a bunch of mostly movie reviews, and he said in this film they actually picked up strangers and filmed them. They filmed these strangers, and then after the scene, I guess they asked them if they wanted to be in this movie and released to sign a waiver or whatnot. So he said Chris said that some of the dialogue was kind of hard to understand, and I guess I would agree with that. And some of the dialogue was also hard to understand because of the accents, the English. Certain parts of the film I couldn't. I guess towards the end, I couldn't tell if these, these particular characters were speaking English, because there was such a thick accent along. But I think that's pretty much it. It's a definite wait. Unless you like these movies like Only God Forgives or 2001: Space Odyssey, I guess you can. There's a lot of parallels between 2001: Space Odyssey. It's 2000. I think it came out last year. I don't know, but it was I guess it was released again this year. It stars Scarlett Johansson. The movie's called Under the Skin. It's about 2 hours long. I don't remember. I don't recall exactly. It's a little underneath 2 hours long. Again, as far as what I knew going in, I knew that it was a movie where Scarlett Johansson was maybe or possibly an alien, something from out of this world, or something was just off or weird about her, and she was picking up strangers. And the movie was going to be like have a lot of parallels between it and 2001: Space Odyssey, which I would agree. I forgot what it's rated. It has to be rated R. If not rated R, NC-17. There is nudity. I guess you could say it's graphic nudity. There is some sex. I guess there's one main sex scene or something. Is it graphic? Yes and no. I would say no. Well, I would say yeah. I'll say yes. It's not it's graphic, but it's very slim. It's slim kind of graphic. That I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't know if that makes any sense. And I think that's pretty much it. And I guess I'll see you guys later.